Today's layout is going to be a garden themed layout featuring the Storybook Moments designer series paper. This is the vegetable paper. In the back is those cute little cottages. I'm going to focus on gardening, so I cut this one down to 8 inches by 12, and then this one is 4 inches by 12. And I'm going to have those on the outsides of my layout. And then to bring in some my photo mats and some color behind here, I have some Close to My Heart Scarlet, which goes along with that paper pretty well. So I have this, both of them are cut to 10 inches, and this one is about 9 3/4. So this one's gonna go here, and then this one is cut to about 6 inches. And these were actually just scraps in my stash, so I didn't cut those any specific size. I just went with it, and it happened to work to go across both of these layouts. To finish off this pattern paper here, I cut some, this is from Close to My Heart, it's glitter trim. The glitter trim is a 1/2 inch wide, so I did cut that in half just so I'd have a little bit of that glitter peeking through. Just to bring in some more greens from here and just to add a little fun. Who doesn't like some glitter, right? So those will go right like that. I added black ink to 3 sides of the scarlet paper just to add some definition here. I didn't add adhesive all the way to the edges. I want something to kind of brace this, so I cut a couple banner pieces, and I did this out of Glacier because there's a little bit of blue in the onions. Yeah, it looks like just the onions. So we're gonna bring in a little more of that blue, and I am going to add some ink around those too. I added the banners at 4 inches. I cut some photo mats just out of white paper. I'm not quite sure how I want my photo placement yet, so I'm just going to kind of play around a little bit. I'm thinking my title might go down here. So then I'm wondering if I just want to leave that open or if I want to do something like this. And then over here I could do I also cut some circles from my Spotlight on Nature to hold my embellishments. So if I know where my embellishments are gonna go, that might help determine where my photos will go too. Another thing I really wanted to bring into this layout was the Grow with Love. So this is the stamp set, it's a cling set. And then this is the dies, so you can get the bundle. So this cuts out a little seed packet, which I cut out of this teal blue color. And then this one cuts out the centerpiece of that. So I cut that out of white. And then there's a little circle in here and the little tab pieces. So I cut that out of some toffee, and then I stamped Grown with Love. And I cut this stamp out with the circle, and then I used this die for the little pocket or the little tab there. You also get the stamp, so I used the mint stamp. And then these dies cut out those. So that's the one for the rosemary. Here's the one for the mint. So that is so neat. If you want to use those as embellishments instead of on your seed packet, you can cut those out, and then you get these 2 pieces of with like that torn rippled edge. You get 2 sizes in those. So fun. And then you get these sentiments too. From the garden of, thanks so much for your love and care. You're on my mind. So I love this, and I'm going to be using this for more than just seed packets. You can use this for so much more. That could be an excellent place to hold your embellishments too. And then you could use these on any tags or anything like that. It doesn't have to just be for those. So definitely going to get a lot of use out of those dies. So I need to find a home for my seed packet too. So while I'm playing around with all of this, I need to figure out, do I want my seed packet on this side of my layout, or do I want it over by my title and then have my title down here and maybe another photo here to kind of balance, and then have my title bracing that? That might look good. So then I could bring this one over here. Could even do something like that and have my title there. I should probably come up with a title too. That'll be my next thing. I cut out my title using the alphabet a la mode dies, and then also the mini alphabet dies. So the mini alphabet cuts out all of them at once, and it's right here. I love that size. I love mixing my fonts too. So with one pass through my die cut machine, I was able to get harvesting. And then the alphabet a la mode is this thinner. You can fit a longer word in a smaller space with this alphabet. And it does have some duplicates of the most common letters. So my E's, there were 2. I only had to run it through once. And then the M I had to run through twice. There was only 1 in the alphabet a la mode. But I love both of these, and I like mixing the fonts. I think they look good together. I also cut another Spotlight on Nature circle from this same pattern paper. I just thought if I did it over here, I should bring that pattern paper over here too to tie the 2 layouts together. I'm not sure if I'll keep this seed packet here or if I'll move it over here, but then on the opposite layout, I'll make sure to move this circle so that I have a little piece of that paper on the other side. I played around with my clusters, and I brought in my golden greenery with this die cut to bring in some sprigs. I thought that just filled in my embellishment clusters a little bit more. I did add, you guessed it, my antique pearls into my clusters. I do still need to trim off these sprigs here. I love this little seed packet. I did use 3D dimensionals on this little rabbit, my seed packet, and then I brought in some 3D dimensionals over for this cluster and some of these elements down here. Now I'm excited for spring when we can get into the garden and take some photos. If you enjoyed today's video, please give it a thumbs up. It helps my channel to grow. And until next time, live a life worth scrapping. Bye guys.